This is our liquid micronutrient complex. We have a couple different sizes for you. If you've never tried it before, you can go for the $19 size. This will transform anyone's garden. You know, you spend a lot of time trying to get that thing to come to life. You spend a lot of effort. How about this? And we guarantee this. Bigger, giant blossoms, amazing fruits, vegetables, higher sugar content, bigger, sweeter, juicier, more vibrant colors, bottom of the bottle, guarantee. It is non-toxic, it is safe for the environment, it's easy to use, and let me tell you something, gang. When I spray this on top of my herbs, they like double and triple in size, and you spray it on the plant. It's non-toxic. It's not like a fertilizer, which goes down below. Well, listen, I'm gonna let Carrie Mobley explain it to you because she does it better than me. But let me welcome my dear, it's good to see you. So we have 3 sizes today. All right, so if you've never tried it before, I would try the smaller size because this is, you know, or if you have a smaller garden, you mix it with a little bit of water. We'll show you how to do that, and you spray it on the plants. This is the larger size, which is 30.
It's a quart, 32 ounces.
$33.95.
Oh, dollars, yes.
Yeah, and then if you want the jug, you know, if you're out there and you're using this, I have less than 100 of these left. So now, actually, I only have 70 left. Right. And this you can use, and this will last you probably several years.
No doubt. Yep,
and
exactly.
Good to go. But anyway, why do we love this? Yeah.
So, and people say to me all the time, what exactly is Spray and Grow? Well, first of all, it's completely unique. There's nothing else like it. I'm a gardener. That's what I do for a living. I am telling you, this has changed the way that I garden. First of all, it's not a fertilizer. You can't get this in any other product except Spray and Grow, and it's only offered here on HSN or SprayNGrow.com. What it is vitamins for your plants. It's scientifically proven to give you more, bigger, and better. It's about 17 micronutrients, okay? And you're gonna spray it right on the plants themselves. Like Guy said, it's all natural, it's completely non-toxic, and it's gonna work on anything that's green and grows. Flowers, fruits, vegetables, shrubs, even your grass. And again, we are guaranteeing it. Let me tell you how this is gonna work, okay? It's a concentrate, and so you're only gonna take about 2 teaspoons. You're gonna mix it with some warm water. You can put it in any household sprayer that you have. Just rinse it out really well. Or we do have some power sprayers. And just like you can see here in this animation, you're gonna spray all those micronutrients right onto the plant. And this is where it gets a little scientific. It's called foliar feeding, and that's feeding right through the stomata of a plant. The stomata is just like the pores on your skin.
Like your skin.
Plants have pores just like you and I do, right? And it's up to 10 times more effective than feeding through the root because the plant doesn't have to use all that energy to pull up those nutrients. You're just gonna spray it right on the plant about once every 2 weeks. So Guy, even this little baby one here, that's the $19 price, this is gonna last you all the way through the summer. You are going to be perfectly fine to probably use this all the way into next spring and summer as well because it's a concentrate. Now, again, foliar feeding has been used by farmers for decades, and farmers, they make money by their planting and their growing. So they know they want to do it right.
Bill Muskoff, who created this product, created it for farmers so that they would get maximum yield out of their product. So you're getting this industrial product, non-toxic, safe for the environment. We could talk about it forever. Right. But what makes people really jump on board, like I did, is when you see what this does.
Thousands of unsolicited photographs. We didn't ask for them, but people were so amazed that they sent them in. This is from Evelyn in California. Spray and Grow has been part of my garden nurturing regimen for more than 20 years. It helped me become one of the 5 finalists in the country for Good Morning America's Best Garden in America contest. And it goes on and on. Look at this. Again, what these micronutrients do is they pull your plant to its full potential. And listen, we understand our customers can be skeptical. They'll buy 2 of the exact same plant. They'll do everything else the same. One of them they'll treat with Spray and Grow, and one without.
Color saturation, size.
Everything about it. This is nurturing the investment, and you don't have to be a professional. You can just have a couple of potted plants. But if you're going to spend the money on anything, invest this little bit. It will change. Look at the size of the blueberries.
Size of that woman's thumb.
Just on one. This is on one little bushel here.
Crazy.
And the tomatoes. You knocked it out of the park when you were talking about the sugar content.
Sweet.
Sweeter, juicier tomatoes. tomatoes, all of your fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Check out the size of these sunflowers.
Bigger than
this
her
is
head.
a girl's head. Exactly. Exactly. And the color is richer. And again, because it's non-toxic, roses. Oh my gosh, it can be so difficult to grow roses. I have a beautiful rose garden. Spray and Grow is what has made my roses just outrageous.
And I think, Carrie, too, when you put fertilizer in the bottom, we're not saying don't fertilize. What we're saying is you don't know if it's going directly to the actual blossoms and the fruit. You spray this right on and it soaks it in. You rub your eyes. That is actually a cabbage next to it. It's actually bigger than the basketball. It's bigger than there.
And it's delicious. It's not flavorless like you would get at the supermarket.
Hey, listen, this stuff has been around for close to 40 years. We're getting there, and it's the bottom of the bottle guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, you return it, you get your money back. We want you to use this, and we want you to send us pictures. That's the whole deal. Hey, Paul, really quickly, do I have a chance to talk about the gallon sprayer?
Yeah, and I have the quart, too.
Do we have any?
We do. We do. We have both.
All right. Well, all right. So we have this. Oh, we have the pistol grip. That's the power. Grab this one because this one's more affordable.
So this is the 32 ounce, and basically the only reason you would do this is if your finger gets tired, if maybe you have some arthritic problems, or you have a lot of plants. I mean, I have a lot of gardens. Obviously, that's what I do, and so seriously, my hand gets tired. So this is just an easier way. If you don't want to get this, no problem. Just remember, like I said, you can put it into any spray bottle that you have at home. Just really rinse it out. And I want to touch on that guarantee again because it's pretty profound. The truth is, this is zero risk. If you don't love it, if this isn't everything that I am promising you it is today, you can finish the entire gallon over the course of 10 years and send it back. And we can make that promise because it works.
And look at how simple this is. All you're doing is spraying it on the leaves, spraying it on the plant, on the vegetables, on the tomatoes, on the herbs. Listen, I have an herb garden outside, so normally I would never spray anything on top of that, like pesticides, because you're eating that stuff. I don't worry about this. I still wash everything and rinse it when I bring it in the house, but it's non-toxic. It's safe for the environment. Let's keep showing pictures, Carrie,
because this is one plant, by the way.
People spend a lot of time and effort on this. The last thing they want is to come up empty.
Well, and here's the thing. We just got out of a horrific winter. Your plants have been starving. They are needing these nutrients. And even as we all start to get that burst of spring, right now is the time. Don't wait another year until you say, man, I'm disappointed again. Get it now. Now that you guys are starting to get the leaves and the blooms, this is the perfect time to get Spray and Grow. We are guaranteeing more, bigger, and better. Again, this is one of those with and without. Look at the difference in the size of the leaves. This all of a sudden looks really wimpy, and it's nice. I mean, it's a plant. Make sure you water, guys. That's also really important. But if you're going to spend the time and the money, just do something so easy like spraying it.
And it's a $20 bill. If you want to get the large size, it's $33. Again, if you have a garden and you have like my dad, who had like a little mini farm in the backyard, he had corn, he had all that stuff.
Love it.
He would have loved this stuff. That, guys, is actually a leaf of basil.
Fact. Yes.
That is a leaf.
This is from Caesar in Pennsylvania.
From the land of the giants.
Can you even believe this? This is a basil leaf. Caesar is an executive chef in Pennsylvania, and he says that he has been using Spray and Grow for 15 years. We are a customer pick on HSN. This is one of the best products that I have ever presented to you here. These are 14-inch long peppers. By the way, this guy is from Clarkston, Michigan, my hometown.
Those are over a foot long.
That's exactly right.
You can't find that in the grocery store.
And they're tasty. They're tasty
What is that? Did that fall from another planet? What is that?
Oh my gosh.
Pete, what is that? Is that a watermelon? What is that?
This is what he says. Okay, this is John in North Carolina. My best 258.5 pounds of watermelon shown at the county fair. Spray and Grow and me.
That's a lot of watermelon right there.
And again, like I said, even if you just have a couple of potted plants, this is hydrangeas. Look at how you people in the north have no idea how lucky you are. You can have hydrangeas. It's so hot here in Florida.
I'm from New England. I miss a lot
Stunning.
of this stuff.
I miss that so much.
I know.
But look at a lot of these are just annual plants. You can go to one of the home improvement stores or a nursery, spend 20, 50 bucks, plant something like this, and you Spray and Grow on it. You are going to look like a master gardener. It does.
It makes you feel so good. Not only the harvest if you're doing fruits and vegetables, but the flowers, the curb appeal of your property. And I know, listen, the reason a lot of people don't do gardens and all is because, they say it's a lot of work. All right, sure, you have to go plant the stuff, but if you do all that and then they still don't grow, that's why people give up. before you give up, try Spray and Grow. Look at the difference in these two zucchinis.
I love this. You guys, you have to know, this was a little neighborhood competition between two neighbors. My zucchini was twice as big as my neighbor's, and it was from the same seed pack, and they are the same age. Thanks, Spray and Grow.
Look at this poor little shriveled up zucchini.
How embarrassing is this?
And you know what? All it does is it tastes better. You know, a lot of people think, like, oh my gosh, it gets seedy. No, it's just better.
It's just better.
It's getting what it needs, okay? It's not restricted. Now, I want you to look at this picture right here. Now, if there was a for sale sign in front of this house, and you were looking, tell me you wouldn't pull in.
I want it right now.
Tell me you wouldn't want that house right there.
And I'm looking at these. These are petunias. Petunias are just annual. You can get a petunia for like 25 cents.
Yeah.
You plant this in the ground.
By the rack,
you do, exactly. You Spray and Grow on it, and it will make all the difference. Again, I just want to show you, this is a concentrate, right? So you're going to get this at home, and you're going to mix it with warm water. You're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And what that's going to do is it's going to activate those micronutrients, and you're going to spray it right on the leaves. About once every 2 weeks. You can't overuse it. It cannot hurt your plants. If it doesn't need any of those micronutrients, just like you taking a vitamin, your body will get rid of it. It's not going to damage the plants, and because it's non-toxic, it's not going to damage you. You're going to get more, bigger, and better, and you are going to be the envy of your neighborhood.
So let me tell you, I know gardening can be work. I don't want this to be any work for you, so I suggest that you buy the Spray and Grow little power nozzle. This is the one for the quart-sized bottle. You get the bottle, you get the little battery-operated sprayer. Why? Because you're going to love this stuff so much. You don't want to be pumping. You want to do this: squeeze a trigger. You can even lock the trigger. I'm giving it a treatment. I have to do this about every. Look, this is basil. I'm going right on the basil, right on the flowers, and I go right on the buds. Doesn't matter. Sorry, Carrie, I didn't mean to get you if I got you.
Well, it's non-toxic, so I like it.
Don't worry about it. That's right. All right, so guess what? That's done. Now I don't need to touch that for 2 weeks. Carrie, explain what's going on right now as I spray that.
So it's foliar feeding, and I know it sounds super scientific, but it's a pretty basic concept. Every plant, right, the flowers, the leaves, even the sticks, you know, they all have something called stomata, which are the little pores. When you feed foliar, that means it's going to soak right into that stomata, and the reason it's 10 times more effective is because it's getting right to where the plant needs it, and it doesn't have to use all of that energy to pull up from the root. And remember, this is not a fertilizer. So if you think that you are doing something for your plants by using a fertilizer and you're going to get results like this, you will not. This is simply with Spray and Grow.
I call it plant superfood. That's what this is. It's feeding your plants right as they grow. Let's just keep going through, Carrie, because I love look at the before and after.
This is at the beginning of the season, and this is just weeks later.
That's crazy.
This is what it does. I'm telling you, you are going to be the envy of your neighbor. Does this not look like a bed and breakfast? This is just somebody's house. They're not even a gardener.
I know.
Now, they do have some pretty good taste because it's gorgeous. But the reason these have filled in so lovely, have so many blooms on them, is because of Spray and Grow. Look at this. This was one harvest. I would not raise tomatoes without Spray and Grow. Better quality, better tasting, and better looking. Here they are again.
Those look like candy, doesn't it? That looks, I mean, look at how those pretty colors.
Look at how many
blue and purple.
blooms. I mean, if you have hydrangeas and they don't look like this, I am telling you, this is the time to use Spray and Grow. Right now, when you're starting to get that burst of color. Now, when you're starting to get the little flowers that are going to turn into fruits and vegetables. By the way, this is only 2 plants in here. This is what Spray and Grow has done. How about these geraniums? I mean, they're just prolifically blooming.
The kid just sitting there like, what are you doing?
Oh, this looks like a fairy tale.
Doesn't it? It does. It looks like it should be in like a story you're telling, right? In a book.
So
look at the richness
of color. Right? Look at the saturation.
Cactus flowers,
so we've all seen those succulents, and you might get 1 or 2 little flowers. This is one cactus, and he said, I've used Spray and Grow about once a month. I've had this cactus about 5 years, and it had about 5 blooms until I used Spray and Grow. These are people who know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing.
This is my favorite. You know, I've always loved this picture because I think this is the easiest one to see the difference. So we have a seed pack. Out of the seed pack, we put half the seeds in one area and half in the other. We put Spray and Grow. Well, you can figure which one.
Absolutely.
So these are just regular sized green beans. No Spray and Grow. Look at these crazy beans from another planet over here. No, they're from this planet. They just use Spray and Grow, and they taste better. They have the most incredible crisp crunch to them. Even if you're growing vegetables like carrots, things like that, you can still spray. You spray the top of the carrot. You spray the foliage.
Yes, and it'll go right in. Now, okay, so, oh my gosh, I have so much to say. I can't even stop myself. First of all, these were supposed to be baby carrots, just so you know. So that's what happens. But like you said, you know, when you are dealing with the fact that you're looking at green beans, you know, like this that you say are from another planet, one might say, ooh, what did you use on them? This is all natural. Spray and Grow is all natural. It's completely non-toxic. I can spray it in my mouth right now and nothing's going to happen. I don't want to, but I'm just saying that's how wonderful it is. And because it is guaranteed to the bottom of the bottle, there is no risk. It has really changed my life. I'm just
sprayer is almost the gallon of the mix is almost sold out. So that's the $99.95. And I know our tried and true customers are gobbling that up because they realize they're going to use this. So what can you use it on? Anything that grows.
Anything that's green and grows.
Anything.
How about your grass?
Put it in a sprayer, right in a grass sprayer. Put it in there as well.
Yep.
All right, Carrie, great job as always.
Thank you. We love Spray and Grow. Happy gardening, everybody.
Yeah, and again, you have a bottom of the bottle guarantee on that stuff, so try it. If you're frustrated with your garden, you won't be after you try Spray and Grow. Hey guys, I want to mention something that's so important to all of us here, and it's called Habitat for Humanity.